Everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life, Season 3, Episode 89 with me, Cid. And last episode we were in the Nether. This episode we're starting off here flying just outside this villager outpost. And what I actually want is I want to get the hoofer, the curse. I want to raid. I want to go back to my villager breeding area. And I know this is really unfair to the poor little villagers. You know, it's not like they can do much. But I need to get a commander. I need to get the curse. And so far, it's not been very helpful. And there's a simple reason I want this. I would like a couple of centerpieces to hang in cages on our, or in our Nether fortressy affair that we are, what we is building. And one of them, the only way I'm going to get it is by triggering a raid. So I'm kind of stuck here. Killing villagers in the vain hope that one of them will spawn with a banner on his back and curse me. And so far, they've not been very helpful. Oh, come on. Which is a bit sad. Because, you know, I'm a helpful kind of person. I don't think it's much to ask. Ow! Ooh, one got a lucky shot on me. To ask them to return the favour and just be that little bit helpful. There he is. Got him. We have got the curse. Now, do I want to go and take it up? Oh, there's three of them. Let's see if we can't make it a proper good raid then, shall we? Damn it, he's despawned. This bow is perhaps a little overpowered, I don't know. I'm beginning to suspect it may be. Typical that one despawned though. Oh well, we'll get... We'll get another one eventually, I'm sure. Not really whether they've even looked. He says missing repeatedly. Oh man, that's really need to take my time with those shots. Yeah, I haven't checked it out, but there's probably nothing really much. Now I've got Bad Omen. That's it, Bad Omen. That's the name of the beastie. I won't ever really have it long enough to keep it because it's the very first thing you do. It's like, oh, got that. Drink some milk. But no, let's go and get a proper good old raid going. Oh, man. I'm just wondering how I... Whoa, hello. Ah, there we go. Bad Omen 3. Right. Now, armed with that, we can now go and teleport. I need to teleport somewhere. Industrial? Volcano or temp. None of those are really helping me. Now let me just have a look at the map. If I go from here and I fly back, I've got to really skirt around every single village to get back to this point. This is where I want to basically run my raid from, because it's nice and flat. Well, let's give that a try. I'll see you there. I'll see if I can do it without summoning the raid. If I summon it, I'll summon it. We'll live. But what we should actually do before I start summoning raid, or before I do any of that, is get myself a selection of those ready for just looked over there, it was like, damn it, village. Yeah, got bad omen. I want to keep it until I get back to a safe place to work from, just somewhere a little bit open. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, here we go. I've managed to thread myself through the needle, and here we go with a raid. Am I missing? Well, anyway, it's coming. So we need that, because what I want to catch. Where are you? Is hello. They're coming very slowly, obviously. Where actually are they? Should have put down a bell. That would have been the world's slowest raid. I don't want to accidentally stray out the area and terminate the raid early. Ah, there's one. Okay. Hello. One down. Where are your friends? There's another. Gotta stay. Oh, just stay still, will you, please? 2. Where's the other one then? There's our. Where's the last raider then? That is a very good question. I wonder whether I can get to this village and use its bell. In fact, I wonder if I can get to this village and borrow its bell. Right, let's try this. Because I can't think of any other technique that's going to get me... Where are you? Mr. Raider? Well, this ain't awkward. Alright, I'll be back in a moment. Found him. Right, wave number 2. Let's see what we get. There we go. And again, is that a Johnny? Come on. See, I want him. Right, that should do us. We can liberally kill that lot. So that should be a Vindicator, yep. I thought a Vindicator would make a good thing to hang from a ceiling. We've got the Evoker. Let's deal with Now here, of course, you know what I want out of this lot, don't you? Okay. Damn it. That one is what I want out of this lot. Oh, he's invisible. Oh, God. I may have to kill him then. If I can see him. Got him. That was unfortunate. Well, have to hope we get another one in the next raid and maybe pick that one up. In the next wave, shall we see? What do we got now? Didn't get any. Damn it. I really hope. Oh wow, I'm really struggling to... Oh, come on. Oh, he's got a little bit of regen going on, has he? Oop, and I've now managed to get my bow. Oh, raiders remaining 1. Oh, there you are, Johnny. Okay, we can live with that. Another wave. Another chance at a Uber Beast. I can't remember what they're called. There we go. That's what we wanted. Oh, right. Oh, and now we've got those little kits. Right, take a hit from him. Where did that... Where'd he go? I seed you. I see you. Right, we've still got... him to go. Now I've just got to find the... There he is. Right, can I... Yes, I can. And... got him. That it over? Oh no, it just came in very quickly, okay. Right, well I've got what I want, so now it's just a matter of, I think, killing these guys, so I'll be back in a mo. Well, we got it. We got through the raid. I actually captured 1 or 2 more of those beast. I can't think what they're called. You know when you got that mental blank. Actually, I can just have a look, can't I? Ravager. There you go. I got a few of them. So we are good. And we're going to head back to our nicely well-lit area over here and stash a few bits and pieces and then see about, well, see a man about a dog, if you like, as the saying goes. Let me get rid of those. I don't think I'm going to desperately need them, but it seems a shame not to have them. And let me put away those. I need to make a new saw, actually, while I think about it. I'm going to make a ruby saw, because I fancy a change. And that can go away. Right. Armed with this lot, we need to work out... Well, I could do 1 or 2 things. I could work out how big a Ravager is by trial and error. Or I could just go and look it up, and I think I will just go and look it up. So then we're going to go to the Nether and we're going to continue building in there. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we are back in the Nether. We've got our Ravagers, we've got chains, we've got all sorts of good stuff. I do want a little bit of scaffolding material. That will do me, and let us go. So we're going to, from the center of this ceiling here, we're going to, I think we'll come down, what, 1, 2. Now, I've had a look at the hitbox, and they're quite actually surprisingly large beasties. So I think you're going to need a 3x3, which that might be too low. So let's bring it down like that and just make it less. And I think that Johnny's going to find a home down here as well, so no worries there. Oops. So I think we will get away with this, but we'll give it a try. I've got spares, so if I inadvertently kill one, it's not the end of the world. I'll come down 1, 2, and 3. I think he'll fit in here because this technically is, you know, a transparent block. So with a bit of luck, he'll not look too out of place. If so, we'll just have to well, I'll probably kill him and put a new one in. Let's just see how this goes, shall we? And I know I've got to obviously break out the blocks as well to finish this off. I think we will go with slabs on the bottom just to make that a little bit less in your face. How does that look? I think we could have got away with one lower down, to be honest. Let's give it a try anyway, though. This is probably going to hurt. Oh yeah, that works all right. Okay, yeah, I can see you. Oh, I can see you looking at me. How am I going to get? Fine. You are allowed to look out of your cage, sir. I actually need some name tags though. That's a problem, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's go, because I think he's going to despawn. So let me go and get a name tag, 3 name tags, and get them named, and I'll be back in a second. Ow! Naming these gits hurts, but this is fluffy. I'm going to step back a bit. I'm going to leave him open on. I think I might actually leave him open on all 4 sides if I can. That kind of makes an interesting kind of sense. I'm going to stay well clear of him. My only concern here is I'm not sure whether I want him a block lower down or not. Or should I do... We'll have him there. We'll do the other side a block lower down. That's a thing. They don't need to be even, do they? So 3 blocks down on this side. I should probably also get something in the doorway to stop gassed fireballs coming in and inadvertently killing my my Ravager, because that would be a pain in the bum. I haven't got anything here, that's the only problem. I've got netherrack. It's not ideal, I suppose, but you know what, it'll have to do. Oops. Tony has to intercept the fireballs so they don't get in until we've got the gates on. And more importantly, it has to intercept them on the other side, because that one is quite a big open space as well. So let us fill this in and get the next one in. Who's also called Fluffy, because I'm imaginative like that. And then we'll stick the the Vindicator elsewhere. Yeah, that should do us. Right. Still need to replace those windows as well, that's the thing. So we're going to do this one 3 down, I said, didn't I? 2, 3. If I go 3 down, what will that be? That will take him down to there, which will be 1, 2. Let's have a look. You are currently level with that, so you'll be level with that one. Was that too high or do? Yeah, no, I think that's about right. I'm also going to, well, it doesn't really matter how I do this, to be honest. Well, but I was thinking about how to mix it up a little bit, but I think these guys are not to be messed with. So let's just keep this simple. And have done with that. I went a bit too far there. Do there, and there. And then we need some more of this lot. 8 more of that lot there, plus another 9. There you go, close enough. And then what I say, we'll put Johnny in down here. I just like the idea of this being a torturous location. So where, you know, various critters and monsters and creatures have been unjustly imprisoned perhaps, but imprisoned nonetheless. Okay. Now he's got a little bit of healing going on. This is going to hurt, but I told you, but he's named. Hello. Oh, grief, they hit. Yeah, it's Fluffy. He's named. Well done, Fluffy. Right, we just need to bring, I think, something in here. And we'll be about right, I think. And I think we'll bring this in maybe there. Yeah, because that kind of matches up with this. And I want to bring you down a good wee bit. Because what I would like is, in this instance, I'd like the cage to be at about that level. I think what I'm going to do is try and to get away with this. Now if I do that, that's clearly not right. So we'll stick that one in there. We can get a bit of this going on here, 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 and here. A little bit of that going in there, 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 and there. And I see what I've done wrong there. Okay. Like that. And then like a zoo, perhaps. Where are you? And that. A little bit of damage on him, but nothing worth. There's Johnny. And Bap. He's confused. Anyway. I think that's enough victims for the place. What we actually need to start thinking about now is the outside, and also a little bit of glass replacement. I'll be back once I've done that, and then we can start working on... Ow! We can start working on the entrance and the towers on the outside, and then perhaps get a little bit further around. Hopefully I'll get quite a bit done this episode. I don't know exactly, but you know, we'll try. I'll be back in a bit. I need to decide a roof material, because this is still very black. I also need to decide a door material that we're going to use, and we need to work out what we're going to do in the middle. So I am going to, I think at this stage, I'm going to head to the overworld. I have an idea. I quite like the idea of green, and if we were in the latest version of Minecraft, I'd be saying copper. And, you know, that's fine. Copper would be absolutely fine. However, we're not in the latest version of Minecraft. We're in, you know, 1.16. And whilst we have copper, it's not the copper that we all know and love. So I can make copper sheet metal from immersive. I can make a copper block in green. I can make a copper block in mechanism. I can make a silent mechanisms copper block. I can make all of these as copper blocks, but what I can't make them into is copper stairs. So if we're looking for roofing material in stair, let's try stair. If we're looking for green that's pretty blast resistant, we've got green corrugated metal stairs. That's a possibility. We can make that. That's made with steel plates and green, and you get 8. And that could work. There's obviously things like jade, which we haven't got a lot of because that doesn't spawn that regularly or readily. We've got dark prismarine. That could work. Okay, dark prismarine could be an option as well, because it's kind of got the green to it. If we had lots, I mean, there's all these interesting stairs from, you know, Arcane, who for what's in a jig. There's also this Mindori block, which is from Quark, and that's actually very cheap because that's just made out of cactus. And cook it a bit. Then we're into green concrete, powder, got green, all the other bits and pieces, lime green stairs, green terracotta stairs. And again, green terracotta would be relatively straightforward and not very blast resistant though, mind you. I'm beginning to come away from having everything be super blast resistant because I genuinely don't think it's going to help. Concrete stairs might work as well. So I am going to go and get a few sample bits together to think about our roof lines, and we'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've brought a few things over, including I brought this old brick, and actually that does look good, but it kind of is a little bit much against the red of the nether. The green corrugated metal plate, no. Same for the thing. So I genuinely like the prismarine. I genuinely do. I'm going to need to go and get some more because I didn't bring any slabs with me, but if we were to be bringing this out like so, let's try that, and then you'd have, obviously this will come probably, and then we need to, how do I, yeah, we'll need to have this come up and then go over that, so that would be perhaps the extent, maybe even one further out, I don't know, like that perhaps, and then come underneath that, maybe like that. kind of works. We can throw a few braces in, get that going in, but the colour definitely contrasts nicely. So that's one thing. Now I want to, in the middle here, I'm just going to go and grab a little bit of glowstone because well, it's handy to hand, so to speak. So yeah, dark prismarine for the roof. Dark prismarine we've got a farm, so that is not a problem. Now the idea I would like to do in the middle here is maybe put some lighting columns going, or at least sources of light coming up through here. And then maybe, just maybe, let me just go and have a look. So blues and purples, I mean, I'm very tempted to actually try and see if I can find some rich blues like that. Purple wise, we could go with these, and we have got plenty of them. Let me just grab some of those. Let's just see how they show the light through them. So if we had kind of this going on around here, now that side is largely pointless, and that side will not work, but yeah, so we'll probably fill this side in like so, and then we can excuse the sounds to there. I mean, it's got a certain charm to it, that much is certain, and I've got no idea how well this will take a hit from a ghast, given that it's largely, you know, well, it's a peculiar block, shall we just say that. But if we were to fill these in properly, he says, we're starting to get some feel for that now. The other thing I think we do need to do is, unfortunately, take this out of here and put it in here. Maybe on the top we'll place another glowstone to give them glow from the top as well. That could work, and then we'll put some kind of erased stonework in here. We'll break this up a little bit, put some spikes about the place, get some lanterns hanging, a bit of chain. Let me take this further. I've kind of laid this out on the other side, but obviously we need to take this a bit further, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're sturdily getting somewhere. I need to take this down, but I'm kind of replacing out all of this wherever possible. We're going to have 2 lava lake entrances there. We're going to get something fancy going up here. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do with the door. I think I'm going to replace the door with blocks and then put panels of something on, and there's just a standard door here. Somehow I will work it out, but I'm getting there. That I'm not 100% happy with the hat. Sorry, the roof. There's something. Ideally, it could be taller, but the problem is, and I think what I might do is try and get the taller one built on this, and then make this one as if it's kind of the nether roof has collapsed into it. I think that's probably going to be the only way I can do this. But Yeah, it's starting to get there. I've also put a layer of the black cave crystal in front of the purple, so you've got the purple lit up from behind and then the black cave crystal as well. I'm not averse to it. I'm just not 100% certain about it. Let's see what it looks like with the door on and this tower done, and yeah, we'll see how we go from there. Back in a second. Yeah, several good hour or so later. It's taking a while. We've got this side is the front facing is done. I've got the door in. I went with hellbark trapdoors on a hellbark stripped hellbark log and a hellbark door, which is set open, so the zombies will think it is it's open when it's like that, so that will stop them getting in. We've got a nice little path coming out. We've got the two little lava lakes, a few stalagmites coming up the side, and we've got the roof, and I've kind of broken that roof out a little bit just to give those. And on the whole, I am quite happy with that. I'm still a little bit about those roofs, but you know, what are you going to do, eh? Now, I am, if I want to make all of the roofs out of this, going to have to do an AFK session at the Guardian farm. There's no avoiding it. I haven't got enough prismarine to do the whole lot. But I'm quite happy with that. Let's see if we can't get a nice little screenshot. Now, I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do around here and how I'm going to. This will probably get built in. I'm not going to kind of work away. We'll probably just come straight across from this wall here. I want to extend this cathedral bit out, get a nice big roof coming all the way down here. Don't know what we're going to do over this side. Maybe just keep it fairly simple. And then we need to encase all of this back here. Now, most of this is actually in the thing, which was kind of by design. But, yeah, and obviously I need to repeat that over here. So I'll probably do this bit off camera between episodes when I've got a few moments. One of those rare things. But I think there's a few other bits we can do to decorate. I am going to put some flare lanterns down just to light up all of the areas. It may obviously lighting up the area doesn't stop certain spawns, but you know, we got our additional residents, we've got this kind of done, and now we have a front door. So on the whole, I'm happy with all that. And on that note, thank you while I remember, I also traded with one of those goblin fellas, so I've got 2 fire resistance 20-minute fire resistance and regen 4 for 2 minutes, which I thought, you know, I've got emeralds, might as well, eh? It kind of seems silly not to. Anyways, on that note, till next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.